Need to hear one of our shows again? We've got them on podcast. Go to fmmoneytalkradio.com. Scroll down to Podcast on Demand. Pick your show and it's on. Podcast on fmmoneytalkradio.com.
Are tuned into. Your systems are offline.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Café is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Café studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Café and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Café. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Huh? What?
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Here you go. Here you go.
Thank you very much.
You know, we're only here for 6 hours, and I gotta reach over and grab
You never know what kind of day we're gonna have. I gotta be
prepared. Gotta give you a tissue box, your toilet paper, your paper toilet.
Nice job on the set change, you guys. Beautiful.
Welcome. Very nice. You know, a lot of firsts today.
Yeah.
A lot of firsts. We got Fuego 2.0 exactly where I wanted it. We got it on set. We got a guest on here.
You got to change that I to a we.
What do you mean we? What are you, French?
We. Last time I checked, we.
I got to witness. I didn't say I did it. I didn't do anything. I got to witness this. Slick and Teddy were running the board.
I love calling you out on it. We. Yes, we.
You know, you got to pardon my partner today. Her medication has not kicked in.
As a matter of fact, I got clarity. Juan Carlos, I've got such clarity right now. I had a session last night with Kat Michelle from Hawaii, so I am all clear. She has cleared the fog. So she's going to be bouncing
all over the place. All you do is nod.
She has cleared the fog, as she calls it, in my brain, so we are good to go. It's pretty cool. I had an energy quantum clearing session last night from Maui.
And they did that virtually?
Yes.
I mean, yes, they had to do virtually.
Yes, a virtual energy clearing session.
She just came in from Hawaii, Dawn.
She goes in, she kind of readjusts
Florida.
She readjusts my brain, and you now all get to witness the reactions, the benefits thereof.
So Juan and I want to know, how do we differentiate Dawn 1, Dawn 2, Dawn 3? And I'm changing my name to Dawn.
It probably depends on where you look. Except when Slick says Dawn, we all go, yes.
Well, actually, I have friends that call me D. My buddy Derek up in Jupiter, he always calls me D. We've done it for years. My best friend, we call her E.
Yeah, but are you going to respond?
Yes.
Because I asked you, D, if you want coffee. You didn't even look.
I didn't even hear you.
Wow.
I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Well, happy Wednesday to
And she
you.
couldn't see my fingers. I was going 2 minutes, and she was like, "What?"
But you did a great job. We had Fuego 2.0 in the house. We've got Juan Carlos. We're talking about health and wellness and changing your mindset, which is ever so indicative of what we get to do every day here on the show. So it was nice to see it on Fuego 2.0. IIN, not an easy program to go through, so amazing. Congratulations to you on that.
Thank you for being my first interview.
IIN is one of those esoteric health coaching programs that you've got to really make that commitment and do it and go forward with it. I did not
you
go
attempt?
through IIN. No, I did Dr. Sears because I went the children health family route.
You did Dr. Sears?
It was a Dr. Sears
I
health
did
coaching
Mr.
program.
Woolworth.
No, Dr. Sears is a famous pediatrician.
And I always tell
Just say
people
it.
it's not a fad, it's a lifestyle.
Yes.
Like when they reach out to me, I don't know about you, Juan, but when they reach out to me, the first thing I say to them is, you've got to be dedicated. This takes discipline. So you need to figure out if you have that first before you
100%.
know.
But the funny thing is, he just said Woolworth. You just took me way back. I don't know if you
Way
heard that.
back. Oh my gosh.
Woolworth. I haven't heard that since I was like a little
Yes.
kid. So,
Do you
That was before
remember-
Macy's.
5 and dime?
Do you remember the 5 and dime
Yes.
Yeah.
turned to Woolworth?
Yes.
that's right.
We
yeah.
still have a Woolworth in Pennsylvania, in Bethlehem.
really?
Yes.
You have the
Yes, it's a
the
5 and dime.
original. It's there. There's only one left.
Yeah.
It's like they have, remember when they did the video stores? What was the video store called?
Blockbuster?
Blockbuster. There's only one left. They turned it into a museum. I think it's in Seattle.
Which I think is amazing. I think because that was a, that was an era.
That was it.
It was in all the
That was it.
movies.
There's a 5 and dime. There used to be one. I don't know how long you've been in Miami, but there used to be one in downtown Miami.
Uh-huh.
And there used to be an old Burdines. Like, that's how
Yeah.
old it was before Burdines became Macy's. I used to work over there, and there's a 5 and dime right across the street, and there was like this lunch counter. That's how old.
I
That's how
remember-
old I am.
I remember the
but
lunch
I was going to
counter.
say, I've never heard of a Burdines. What is that?
Burdines is it's like Macy's, but a
Oh,
little bit
okay.
lower end, and the Macy's
I see, like
came
a
in
Dillard's or something.
right, and it took over all of that. Yeah, I used to work at
Dillard's.
Burdines.
I don't know. I'm just naming something. I do not like to shop, so you're never going to see me in a mall.
Yeah, we do a lot of online shopping. So welcome, everyone. It is a wonderful Wednesday at the Brooklyn Café Show. We've got a great show lined up for you. We've got Fem City in the house, but not in the house. She's actually virtual. Patty Goldenberg joining us virtually. We've got our transatlantic media connection joining us all the way from the UK. So we get to hear what's going on with that. Wonder what they're thinking about our elections right now, because once you come into our cave, our vacuum, we do not know what goes on outside of these warehouse walls. So I don't even know. We may have a new president, and we do not even know it
Trust
yet.
you, me. We don't have
don't.
nothing. People have been texting me all day.
Yeah, no one texted me, so I'm going to get to go through you and see what's happening. The girls went out. They did a shoot today at Boca Liquors, so they're putting that new commercial together. So we're excited to be working with Boca Liquors, and we're getting ready to put that new drink together on Friday.
Yes,
the
you
lounge.
have the lounge is coming.
Yes.
Smoke it.
I need
The
you in
lounge?
like a smoking lounge
I'm not
jacket.
wearing that
Your
green thing again. No.
loungewear. You don't need to put it on the face,
Forget
just
it.
your
We're done with
loungewear.
that. No,
Tux?
86, we're done. No more
Tux,
green.
tie, you and Sean Connery?
No, not doing that. Not doing it.
Okay.
The last time you made me go green, they were calling me
I didn't tell you
Shrek.
to go green.
I don't want to be Shrek.
I didn't think you were Shrek. I thought you were the masked Jim
Thank you,
Carrey.
but that's not what they called me.
Oh.
So we went to the dollar store, right? All of us went. We all went to the dollar store, and they all left. And they left me alone. And the ladies, oh, you're the mask. And they're taking pictures, and I'm like, where is everybody?
We want to see you go Sean Connery style now.
No, we ain't doing that. But we do have, I can tell Vinny's on the board. But we do have a new person coming in, Mystic from, Mystic from Atlantic Avenue. It's a new club. And he's coming down and he wants to try the gubba. And they asked us to name a drink for the club.
Wow. Okay.
So we are taking, if you want to call in and give us a rum drink, give us a call, 888-565-1470.
That would be the radio station.
Don't call the
and
radio
not-
station.
So don't call that phone number. Call the
That's the number
other
not
one.
to call.
Or maybe simple rum.
So call
For one.
888-994-4995, Studio A. Slick, you did a great job today in Fuego 2.0. You and Teddy ran it.
Yes,
rocking.
thank you so
We got
much.
Vinny on our board.
You're
we
my
got
man.
Patty Goldenberg on the line. But before we get to Patty, I know you guys have been here for a really long time. Want to just kick it over to Fuego 2.0 a moment on our Wednesday show. We've got Dawn Vasquez and your first in-house interview here. So congratulations on
Yes,
that.
thank
Nice
you
job.
so much.
Juan Carlos, amazing what you do and your mindset and being able to, we call it the pivot, but I'm kind of done with the pivot. We can maybe like jump rope or something and kind
Yeah.
of change that up.
Yeah.
And what you do. So share with us what you do.
Sure, thank you. So it's been great being here with Dawn. I mean, so thank you very much for having me here. And basically, it's health and life coaching. Just really trying to inspire as many people as possible, not only through health and wellness, but then also to make sure that they achieve their goals, through a healthy mindset.
But what makes you and Flow Lifestyles different from somebody else who's gone through IIN or another gym?
Yeah, experience, my age. Not to tell you that it's over 3 decades of doing this actually, from the fitness component, but actually incorporating very simple principles that incorporate the mindset, the working out, call it spirituality, call it, just inspiration, and the love of just being in this universe, to be honest with you. And how do I instill that? And I do it with a very basic principle, which is the simple principle.
Which is what?
Having spirituality in you, making sure that you're grateful for things, being inspired, having the right mindset, making sure you're moving your body, meaning physical, making sure you're feeling the love, and feeling that emotion. And emotion doesn't have to be through tears or anything like that. It could be, you might hear Bob Marley singing and you just might want to sing it and just sing it. Let that emotion out. That's all spelled out simple, SIMPLE.
And that was actually one of the questions that I had that was on here. So I'm glad you brought it up, because we had like 2 questions I wasn't able to get to. But when you're talking about that simple program, if somebody wanted to come to you, is this something where they have to dedicate the next 3 to 9 months? I mean, do you base it individually on where someone's at?
That's a great question. Honestly, an interview process first.
Okay.
I want to make sure that I'm able to help the person. So I have somebody kind of just go over 4 basic questions for the candidate. And once they go in, we find out what their goal is. So somebody's goal might take a year for them to get there. Or it might take, this person has it. I could get them ready in 12 weeks and I don't want to see it anymore, and not in a bad way, but my goal is to educate them. This person's already ready. They're doing a lot of their skills together. Now I just have to kind of like nudge them and kick them a little bit and instill a lot of this kind of education in a way.
You want to teach them how to fish instead of giving them a fish.
There you go. I love that.
So they go for life.
So are you making it so that mentally they are now prepared to undergo what physically they're lacking? Because I remember when I was a freshman at NYU, I went in my second year, and I went into the pre-med program,
Right.
and it was meant to overwhelm, and it did.
Sure.
And I became depressed.
Yeah.
And my mother must have read something in Spanish television,
Sure.
and she made me run 5 miles for the next 6 months. I was running. I couldn't believe the shape I was in,
Right.
and I used to do it every time I felt a panic attack.
Yeah.
Things that are happening around us now, things that are happening because of the pandemic, kids in
Yeah.
school, the whole night. So I understand. The concept is, let's say we wanted to help that young body of work, is to get them physically and mentally prepared so they can achieve and move on?
That is correct. And then I basically, it's funny, the way you're saying it, the way I'm looking at it, it's like, wow, this young man right now, look at the energy he's building. Look at the asset that's in him already. This is with my experience. So how do I tap into you to make sure that I get you moving and making sure that you're clear in school? So that's where the coaching kicks in, And I would give you the principles. Okay, so here are the goals. Based on what you're telling me, 4 times a week, you're going to be able to move. And you're going to say yes. So I already know, all right, we've got some blood flow going, some movement going on, you're going to feel good. And what is inspiring you? Because I know school's taking over. So I try to make sure you do that. Then the nutrition comes in at the side.
I was going to ask you.
There you go. But see, people get so stuck with, well, I want to cut my carbs, I want to cut my calories. Stop. Like, that's when I'm like, you know what? Let's think of, this is a beautiful Ferrari right in front of me. Let's put some good fuel, all right? So based on what you're telling me on your school schedule, are you able to give me X? And then you're like, yeah, you know what? I could eat twice a day. I could eat 3 times a day. Great. That's when me, as a coach, I have to fuel you up with good nutrients, whether it's fruits, whether it's proteins. And I already, you have a questionnaire. I would know what you eat, you don't eat. But never I would be like, you're on a diet. or you have to eat 2-3 times and I want you to snack in between. No, it's about individualizing it for your needs because you're under stress. So I have to make sure that there's fuel going to your brain as well, so with good fats, not only protein, but also like nuts and so forth, and to make sure you're hydrated and to make it fun for you. So, hey, by the way, did you do X, Y, and Z? Text me at the end of the day. Yeah, I did. And now you or the student feels empowered because they're doing it, but they also feel like they have a coach in their corner and the accountability. And when, let's just say you fail, you're like, oh, you know what, I wasn't able to. All right, well, what happened? Now, if it happens 2-3 times, that's what I'm going to throw it in your face. You're paying for this. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time.
So you're going to be making adjustments as it goes along because not every program
Absolutely.
is perfect.
Yeah.
This guy belongs in every senior going to college, somewhere in between, either your senior year in high school or your freshman year in college. You should have somebody like him to sit down because college, when you enter college, it changes your life.
It does.
And you're right, you're under stress. But you don't know what's coming. You think you're going to handle everything's going to be great. And then you start eating bad.
Absolutely.
The cigarettes, all of a sudden, they appear.
Mhm.
The drinking appears.
Of course.
And the grades go down. And you're paying for that too.
Absolutely.
And that's not cheap either, right?
Yeah.
You take out loans for the next 250 years.
Mhm.
And you're
Pretty
paying
much.
for that, right? So then you separate. I mean, college is meant to identify what you want to do with your life.
Exactly.
But I think that if I had met you, I mean, I went a year early because I
Right.
graduated early.
Mhm.
See, if I had met somebody like him, I probably would have been better prepared, whether or not I even wanted to be a doctor, which I ended up not wanting to be.
But I think a lot of it also is where we are right now in this space of people changing their life, changing their lifestyle, getting new jobs, looking for new jobs, switching careers. And then there's this low-lying energy of fear that we can't. But if you can shift everything and you can get that momentum going of eating better, walking a little, then maybe running a little more weights, kind of whatever it is slowly, then you know what, you change your mindset and say, I got this new job, or I can go to this new career, I can give up corporate that doesn't want me anyway, and take this time to do something I love to do, and be who you want to be, and step into that. But it all comes to this whole thing you're talking about, Juan Carlos, is mindset. It's mind, body, spirit, job, all of it. You can't really do one without all of the pieces. The whole is definitely greater than the sum of the parts.
That's right. But you also need to know what pieces.
That's where you come in.
That's where you come in.
And can you do all of this virtually now?
That's where I do everything now virtually. Yeah.
COVID has
Yeah.
made everything virtually.
Yeah.
I think.
COVID, and then me not being able to be at a country, let's just say. So even prior to COVID, everything was online. Yeah, absolutely. So, the big thing, and as you guys are saying, also, people lack inspiration too. So I'm going to go back to you a little bit of this young
You're
college kid.
100% right, yeah.
It's like if I see you, like you're not inspired and you have to go to school and you have to, that's horrible. Like I already know I'm not going to change your course because then your family will come after me. But how do I find happiness in you? Because that's not cool. This should be, it's like, I get to. Wow, I get to learn something. This is something cool. So I would have to try to flip that. And that's what happens sometimes. And I've been with a lot of young kids as well. So that's where I tap into like, well, I have to do this or I have to do that. Well, tell me why? What's the struggle there? Well, I don't want to do soccer practice. Why? Because my father is making me. Guess what? Now I'm having a very strong conversation with the father, not the kid anymore. And because I need the person, the soul, to be inspired. And we've all felt that, like that inspiration. You're untouchable, and if I can tap into that and give you all the other tools with the gratitude, the mindset, it's like you're passing the stars. You really are. And I've seen it happen.
And you have a fitness app. You've got a way for people to follow you and get in touch with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is what?
The best thing is right now, my full name, Juan Carlos Marrero, on Facebook. Just DM me. Right now, I have like over 5,000 followers. I can't add more friends, but you could still, DM me. I get that all the time. And then just go to my website, Flow Lifestyles, and there's a contact form there. Not only myself, but somebody will be in touch with you within 24 hours. We'll kind of like screen you a little bit. Because once again, if I'm able to impact you, you're going to impact others. And that's what this is all about. And I think that's how we really have to start creating our mindset. Because it's going to come right back to us in a lot of beautiful, beautiful gifts.
And it's needed right now. It's needed more than ever.
Yeah.
More than ever, more than the
Yeah.
norm, because of what we're going through
Absolutely.
all around us in every aspect. And,
Yeah.
you know, when I went to NYU, they assigned a person to me
Yeah.
to do allegedly what you do, and
Right.
it didn't work out that way at all.
Oh.
And back in the day, it wasn't done that way.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just say, you want to be a doctor? Okay, here's your books. And they gave me a whole, and I said to them, what do you want me to do with all these books? You got to
Yeah.
read them. I said, wow.
Yeah.
And nobody ever honestly spoke to me. So that's the young way. Also, people that have businesses that are trying to make a comeback, opening up those doors, and they're afraid, you know, safety, this, and that. That's another level where you can help people as well get in and plug in the truth.
Yeah, and you know, and that's where sometimes I step in and people come to me like broken, like it's okay, you know, like, hey, look, I'm a human being too.
We've all been there.
We're all, you know, and it's especially during these times, it's like, oh, I don't know. Oh, so I'm like, all right, calm down, you know. And then that's when I really start explaining to them, like we said it before, Dawn and I, it's like, this is our mess. You know, we have to turn it into a message. But that's easier said than making somebody that's, I can't pay my mortgage, I can't do this. All right, easy. Life is happening for us.
Turn your mess
Not
into
to
a
us.
message.
Not to us.
Yeah.
We're going to get that on a T-shirt.
Nice.
Yeah, no, because if you really think about it, that's true. So that's when I kind of have to bring somebody like, okay, it's okay. Then my coaching kicks in. Well, and that's when I start putting their goals in the future. And then really meditate, you know, practice, you know, with all our life experiences. Okay, let's breathe in, let's do this. But I'm bringing them to what they really want. And now, guess what? They're giving me, I'm giving my real deep thing. And then they're giving me the answers. All right, take me back. So how are we going to get there? Tell me, you know? Well, I have to do this. Well, I have to break up this relationship. Or the business partner. Oh, really? Okay, great. Why? And guess what? Here's your plan. You know, but I don't say it like that. I'm just speaking
Right.
to you guys. And that's when I start taking bits and pieces. Okay, Dawn, this week, this is what I want you focused on. Not only the simple philosophy, that's instilled. You know, we got to be grateful. We got to be inspired. You know, mindset, physical. I need, it's not about looking good, but I need some circulation, some oxygen, because stress builds acid. What does acid do? It bloats you. So there's people like, I just can't get ripped. I can't. I'm like, chill out. Let's relax. Let's eat what you're supposed to eat. Like, chill out. You know. So I try to bring the stress level down so we don't build acid. So I not that I'm going all over, but I'm trying to answer your
it's
question.
good.
You know,
No,
I'm
I
trying to
think
give
it's
you the
great.
whole thing, how like my mind works, like how I can impact somebody, and I could impact somebody within a week too, based on what I just said.
Absolutely. You can impact somebody in a day and just get them motivated to say, you know what, I got this.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to take this first step. And the accountability is what is so key. So
Key.
check it out. Go to flowlifestyles.com. Juan Carlos Moreno, amazing.
Right.
Great job.
Good
Thank
stuff.
you so
for
much
joining
again,
us,
Juan.
Dawn.
Thank you so
Juan
much.
Carlos, pleasure to have you in the studio.
Likewise. Thank you, guys.
Let's go to commercial break. When we come back, Patty Goldenberg is on the line, Fem City, Boca Del Rey, 888-994-4995,
That's the right number.
Studio A, and we'll be right back.
I am Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Here at Healing Moments, we offer vibroacoustic sound therapy through a vibroacoustic sound therapy bed and more recently, meditation cushions. Vibroacoustic therapy is a non-invasive, holistic approach to reducing stress and anxiety using low-level frequencies, therapeutic music, and vibration. It's been used since the pyramids were built in 2500 BC. Music is delivered through a transducer that is inside of a cushion or bed. When you sit or lay down, the frequencies in the music targeting different conditions such as sleep, stress, anxiety, depression, hormones, colds, and viruses help align the body through the vibration. The combination creates an entrainment between the mind and body and takes you out of fight or flight or the sympathetic nervous system into chill mode, which is the parasympathetic system. The nervous system calms, muscles and tissue relax, blood vessels dilate, and the lymphatic pathways open. The benefits include feeling of peace, lowering blood pressure, pain reduction, increased circulation, and less depression and anxiety.
At Carmen Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
We are on fire. So let's spread your business like a wildfire. Spotlight your business, ideas, and events through our Brooklyn Café TV channel on Amazon Fire. Contact us at 888-224-5422 for more information. Let the whole town, even the whole country, know your message with a click of a button. Together, we ignite.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. I never saw them.
There's some Sour Patch Worms back there, though.
Never saw those either.
They're in a baggie.
So you guys went to dollar stores and picked up candy.
You were there.
I never saw it.
You were with us.
I only had chips.
You had some Raisinets.
Oh, yes.
And then I finished them.
Yes, I had Raisinets.
Happy
right.
Wednesday. Let's get rocking and rolling. That was Juan Carlos Moreno. That was a great set that Dawn did on Fuego 2.0. See them when the vision keeps coming forward. A little bit of patience, and it keeps coming.
And it comes in many different angles.
We've got Patty Goldenberg joining us, Fem City, Boca Del Rey. I don't know where she is. She's on a road trip. She might be in North Carolina, so let's find out where Patty is. Bring Patty over and see what she's got going on. Hey, Patty.
Hello, how are you?
We're good. How are you doing?
Where are you?
Good. Yes, where is Patty? I am in Virginia right now.
You visiting your son?
We had a little. I am actually visiting my parents right now. We visited two of my boys on the trek up, and now here we are visiting the rest of the family and enjoying a little bit of crisper, cooler air than down there. We have 60s right now, but this morning it was a very brisk 34 degrees.
Wow.
34 degrees.
So long sleeves.
How nice. So you did road trip.
Yes, we are. We're taking advantage again of kind of the silver linings of COVID these days and everything being virtual. And we decided to, kind of hit the road and see some family.
That's fantastic. And what's happening with Fem City?
Oh, so many things. Just because we are virtual does not mean we have stopped, and we are very excited that we have started a few in-person events as well, which most recently we had our local social cocktails class there at the Brooklyn Cafe. That was absolutely fabulous. Gubba Rum was on point. Every single cocktail was great, and of course our bartender extraordinaire with Teddy. It was a really fun night, so we enjoyed that. Thank you very much.
Did you get the video I sent you?
I have. I hope to get that up today.
Okay,
we should
good.
have that posted.
Awesome.
So yes, very, very fun. We do have another in-person event tomorrow. That is also sold out. Our cocktails class sold out, and tomorrow morning is a coffee connection, and that is sold out as well. That is being hosted by fellow Femme Natalie Hatches at her new Lotus Cove Wellness Center. She has just opened a wellness center focusing on women's health, sexual health, doing Reiki massage, meditation, hypnotherapy, all kinds of things. And she is hosting us there. We're very excited. And then we will have another virtual event. We have a virtual wine tasting with Abe and Louie's. Everyone can pick up their wine tasting kit to go, safely with contactless curbside pickup through their valet lane. And that is coming up on November 18th. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's kind of
And
cool.
then we are-
Can people still sign up for that? I'm kind of wanting to do a virtual wine tasting.
Yes, we are using the Abe and Louie's Tavistock Reserve Collection wines, which are excellent. They have won all kinds of awards year after year. And they have put together a wonderful little tasting box with 3 different wines. And there's an optional tasting box to go with it if you would like to add that on. With items to pair with each wine specifically. We just have registration opening up here today for that, so you do have time to register for that. And
How
we
much
have
is that?
plenty of space since it's virtual. That is going to be $26 for the wine tasting. And if you would like to add on the tasting box, I believe it's $45. I don't remember off the top of my head. But you do have 2 options.
Cool.
And this is one event that we are opening up at the same price point for our members as well as guests. Usually there is a price difference, but this one we're doing the 2 options at the same price point for both members and guests. And then after that, we are just gearing up, kind of winding down the year 2020, what a year it was or has been. And we are going to do a holiday luncheon in person at the Addison on December 9th. So that's a little different day for our luncheons. We usually do them on Fridays, but this is a Wednesday. And it just shows you, even in COVID times, the Addison books up. So this was the only time we were able to get in.
That's great.
But those are our local events that we have coming up. And of course, Fem City is so much more than just Boca del Rey. We have over 80 cities throughout the US and Canada, and we offer so many opportunities to connect with women all over, globally. And this week, every week we have a Monday motivation session. We have Tuesdays, Business for Your Soul podcast. We have virtual networking on Wednesdays. That has been here over lunchtime, but we have added an evening opportunity, so something to fit everyone's schedule. We do virtual group coaching, and we have live classes every Thursday, and those classes are also archived in our library, so if you can't catch it live, it's there at your fingertips whenever you want. And we cover the gamut of topics. This week, I think we have how to invest with evidence, which I'm not quite sure what that is, but I will catch that tomorrow to find out, and how to create your partnership alliance. So, these days people are certainly looking to collaborate in different ways than maybe they have in the past. And this will give people, some good groundwork on going forward with that.
Wow, very cool. You got a lot going on. So I have to tell you, thank you for
Always.
introducing us to Boca Liquors, because they have been amazing. We just went up because they have now partnered with Gubba Rum. Part of our agreement is
Excellent.
they get a commercial if they partner with one of our sponsors. So the girls went and they did a commercial for Boca Liquors as they partnered with Gubba Rum. And we're talking about putting
Excellent.
a women and men bourbon tasting event together for the end of this month.
Awesome.
Now it may be
Awesome.
Freddie and Henry and women, But we haven't now included Freddie and Henry with the women because women seem to be liking bourbon, so they say, but some women have never had, and there's different flavored bourbons apparently out now.
Yes, absolutely. I am a bourbon girl, so I'll be right there. But there are many different types, and the market has expanded so much over the years. It used to just be a few well-known brands. Now there's so many, like other spirits, like Gubba Rum, more smaller batch, in-house, family-run companies.
Don't let the red hair fool you, is all I can tell you. Patty,
she's a
bourbon girl. What kind of bourbon do you like?
I don't discriminate. How is that? So, you can't go wrong with Woodford Reserve. That's always a staple. And let's see, Angels and Envy, excellent.
So she's pretty, she opens up her palate.
That's some good stuff. That ain't no moonshine bourbon.
That's no caramel flavored bourbon or peanut butter bourbon.
It's high class stuff.
That's awesome. How's everything in Virginia?
Everything is great. Again, it's just different. Instead of walking out and seeing iguanas and ibis every day, I've seen deer every day that I've been here. The squirrels are the same wherever you go, but it's been really nice. And where I am, we are in a valley surrounded by mountains on all sides. And it's really just beautiful. I'm getting the tail end of the fall color, but there is enough.
Isn't that amazing? Like fall is almost over, and we got a hurricane in Florida.
Well, we don't have one.
We don't have one yet, but it might be coming. And now it looks like it's going to shift and go into the Gulf, and we may not get it. But I'm telling you, it's just crazy what's going on.
I don't know why this hurricane just doesn't go to California.
Bring some water on the
and let it rain on the parade over there.
Right.
To get rid of some of those fires.
Ocean.
I know. It's amazing, isn't it?
Wrong ocean.
When I was in, but it's supposed to go across the peninsula of Mexico. Just keep going. When I went to elementary school, I went right by the Hudson River. And have you ever seen the Hudson River? It's full of trees and everything else. And in the fall, the leaves used to change color.
The leaves fall in the fall?
Yeah. And it was my favorite time of year. Then when I got older and I bought a house, I had a whole house full of trees. And they used to fall.
You need to clean it.
Bags and bags and bags of leaves. Man, I hated it.
Virginia is beautiful.
I love that. I love raking the leaves. It's almost like a meditation. And of course, when I was younger, I would rake them and jump into the pile.
Oh, God.
Then you have to rake them again.
So you grew up in Virginia?
I did. This is my hometown.
Wow. Enjoy. Well, enjoy so much. Thank you for joining us. How can people register for all these great events?
So you can find us on femcity.com. Click on the members portal and click on events. And you can also click locations, Boca del Rey. And then, of course, we have our Facebook group, Fem City at Boca del Rey. And then we always have a special link for membership for the Café viewers. We'll share that here under the show, and people can check us out and get a special discount if they would like to become a member.
Fantastic. Patty, you make it so peaceful and tranquil, right? Don't you want to just go outside and play in the leaves?
I'm going to throw myself in the blacktop in the parking lot.
Throw yourself outside in the warehouse parking lot, I know. Patty, have a great trip, a wonderful vacation, and stay safe.
Thank you. You too.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye, Patty. Nice stuff.
I'm going to sign up for that Abe and Louie's wine tasting.
Yeah, and anything with liquor.
But here's what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to bring it here the next day and let you partake in what I learned. So I'm just going, if there's a tasting, it's got to be like that.
If you FaceTime me, I could participate while you're doing it.
At the same time.
I could drink.
Okay.
You put the phone over there. Don't tell nobody. Shh.
I'm going to sign up. I'm going to do it. It sounds like a lot of fun. And you can get a tasting box. It's kind of what we talked about doing with Chef and Boca Liquors.
Yes.
In a box.
I know it is.
So that's pretty cool, right?
Very cool.
So I think I'm going to try it.
She's like a
You got to have fun with little things in life is what I've learned through all of this.
Yes. Little things count.
little things do matter, actually. And it's those little things. It's the joy of buying shoes, a wine tasting, a food pairing, whatever it is. Those little things make a difference. It change your mindset. I'm telling you, this is all Cat reprogramming my brain. So
Yeah, we're back to that again.
let's take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to see when England is joining us. We've got our Transatlantic Media Connection correspondent, Tony McKenzie, joining us, and a spectacular guest joining us, Cody of Sea Lash. They are lashes for women that have gone through chemotherapy or any type of disease where you do not have your eyelashes anymore, but yet you want to have some femininity back. So this is spectacular. She has won international awards for the Sea Lash. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Introducing Black Tie Liquors, your one-stop shop for wine and spirit needs. Whether you're looking for an ice-cold pack of summer brews or just to grab your favorite bottle of Scotch whiskey, Black Tie Liquors has you covered. Come choose from a wide selection of beers, wines, spirits, or liqueurs. Or if you're in the mood, feel free to grab one of our fresh cigars. Stop by Black Tie Liquors today, located on 5970 South Jog Road, Lake Worth, Florida. Or give them a call at 561-968-0988.
Pizza District is the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Café Show. They have amazing deals, great food, and an even better customer connection. Their owner, Nico, runs the friendliest and cleanest pizzeria for miles around. With their pizza made with whole wheat, gluten-free, cauliflower crust, and traditional New York style, you can't go wrong. Plus all the extras like salad and chicken wings. They are a family-run business with a great atmosphere. Call today to order your pizza and tell them the Brooklyn Cafe sent you at 561-961-4163. That's 561-961-4163 for Pizza District, the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Amp Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock nonstop to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it's never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We've got our in-house producers with us. You guys have some exciting news going on. We got Teddy and Slick.
Definitely.
How you guys doing? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
You can go first, Teddy.
I'm happy to announce that Teddy has some exciting news. That Teddy will be anchoring a show on Monday nights at what time? 7:30?
At 7:30, yeah.
And it's called?
It is called Business on Main Street.
New Business on Main Street.
Yep, with Russ Johnson.
And Teddy's he's asked her to anchor it, no?
Yeah, it's really exciting. I'm very
That's awesome.
tongue-tied about it.
So what are you going to be talking about?
We have to talk about it more. I know that Ted Maher is coming on next time, and it's going to be everything business having to do with millennials, with Gen Z generations, and how to get more people into the workforce and how to start finding jobs and getting the new business versus just talking about business that's already happening that none of people in my generation are involved in.
That's awesome. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
That's good.
And Russ Johnson has been involved in new business for millennials and for people for many, 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 many years. And we produced Ted because Ted does Out of This World radio on Fridays. He has close to 1 million followers all over the world. He's been doing it for almost 20 years. So it's an amazing group of people that you're going to be associated with. And he's looking for a little guidance as to some of the things that you always wanted to try. So that's Monday night at 7:30 on the WNN Beasley radio network, and you can also see it. And we got to talk about this because I don't think Russ has a Facebook page.
We have to make a Facebook page.
You have to make one.
Yeah, make an Instagram page, Facebook page, everything.
Yep, I think that'd be a great addition. But we'll give you more news on that.
It just shows you, right, consistency and showing up and showing up. But that's probably a big message for millennials, for Gen Z, for everyone.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen overnight. I mean, things just, especially now, it doesn't. But if you're consistent, you keep pushing and trying and doing, it does happen.
It took me a long time with you guys to realize that even if you're uncomfortable and even if you make a fool of yourself, it's better to show up and try and fail than to not do it at all and to doubt yourself, and then you always kind of regret it.
Because you never make a fool of yourself. You may not be happy with the product, and no one's more critical of you than you.
But I'd rather risk that.
Yep.
I'm fooling myself every day. I can tell the elephant in the room is me. I know that. And Slick is giving me the what do we call it? The Pierre stare.
No, I wasn't trying to be honest with you.
No.
No.
So congratulations, Teddy.
Thank you.
Putting yourself out there. And Slick, you got some big news too, huh?
Oh yeah, big news. I'm gonna be working with I'll say a childhood church that I grew up in. So basically, the pastor contacted me in person, and I'm gonna be showcasing some, I'll say Haitian artists, Haitian singers actually, and they wanna see if they can use our platform to promote their platform and their message instead of using somebody else's platform, which I told them not to do. But I said I could do it, but I don't think, like, at first he was very set off about it. So Pierre, I can help you. He was very set off about the whole situation.
The pastor was?
Yeah, the pastor was, because he didn't, like, he heard that when I did go to school, I went to communication so I can be a radio personality, but he didn't know I had a production studio that I go to on a weekly basis or a daily basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like use us if you want to broadcast your message, and he's planning to use us.
So what are you going to be doing?
So basically they have I'll say church service that starts on Saturday. So basically they're going to be going through a whole church service in English and French. So if you guys are looking for some enlightenment and can understand English and French, because we invite Bethlehem invites everybody to come and join, but they're going to be enlightening you on this whole situation with the pandemic. He's been very, I'll say he's been very poised on mental health and everything that's going on. It's just,
let me ask you, are we streaming it live on Saturdays, or are you interviewing them? What's the platform?
Right now, I'm trying to see if I can get an interview to see where his head's at, but he wants to stream it live.
It's funny because I've done churches in those institutions, and they got numbers.
Yeah.
There's the one that Steve belongs to that I think is by your house or something. It's like 40,000 members. And I got a phone call from Leslie, who still doesn't believe you're Haitian.
Yeah, I know.
And I said to Leslie, for the last time, yes.
Yeah.
So we had to make an appointment to go see him.
See, he's at 6 o'clock. He be done after 6 o'clock, and we can go see him.
Me.
Yeah.
So we got to go see him. And he's very interested in what you got to do as well. Now, Leslie worked with me for 6 years.
I know, he told me.
And the numbers were ferocious, and there was something on the outside that prevented that from happening. But you are the missing link to that, because I didn't speak Creole or French, and he does both. Very fluent. He's numero uno in Florida for the Haitian community.
I know.
And when he saw you, his eyes lit up, and he tells me what kind of ideas he has, and we're going to come back and talk to you.
Yeah, I am the missing link, I'm just saying.
But it's true, because in this business, sometimes a pebble becomes a huge boulder.
But again, it shows you consistency. You guys show up every day.
Most
in the middle of all of this. And Teddy's been with us just about 2 years. You've been with us since January or February.
January, yeah.
Every day you guys show up, and you don't move mountains in a day.
Most
but little by little, that ant pushes and nudges and grows and learns. So congratulations to both of you.
Thank you. And
nice job, guys.
Our in-house studio now, because of Amit. So we're going to have
that we're
going to talk about that tomorrow. Which is exciting. A new
Yes.
recording studio coming out of here.
Like
he has his father's label. Do you know that Miss Father had a record label?
I didn't.
And he is bringing it back. And I said to him, let's do this.
We're like an octopus right now. We got our hands in.
Well, I'm going to give you another tentacle. We have Pierre. Pierre did a show with a toy show with Kendra.
Kendra, right.
And he's editing it because I'm going to put it on
Saturday.
the Children's Television Network. And what I wanted to ask ya is that I would like to do some other things at the radio station for good Juju over there. He seems to be able to handle the recording. Now you gotta understand, this is emotion and commotion as we go along. So they're learning as they go along. But I want to push some things out over there and get something going for kids. Separately from what we're doing over here.
All in. We might have a new host for a show coming out of New Jersey. She's 11 years old,
I
Chloe.
heard that meeting, which is the little girl said, and she sounds like a 21-year-old.
I know. And I was talking to Teddy about what it's like to be 11.
Yeah.
Because I think I've lost track. Amy, do you have any grandkids around 11? That's why I've lost track of what 11-year-olds, what they do, because we've got Bree and Allie that were here last night, and Val is cleaning up the mess and the message that I created last night. So I'm sorry, Val, I will light a candle for you. And Chloe's 11, and what they're reading at 11, and what they're doing and experiencing at 11, and it's totally different. I mean, it's not Barbie dolls anymore, I can tell you that for sure.
No, not anymore. Yeah.
Totally different. So congratulations, you guys. Thank you for all that you do and everything you do. And everyone knows that you're part of us.
No problem.
You keep growing and doing, and nice job. Fantastic.
Now, do we have...
We've got England on the
on the
line,
line?
so let's take a commercial break, set this up. When we come back, we've got Tony McKenzie, we've got C. Lash joining us all the way from over the pond. And Teddy says we do not have a president yet. We don't have a new president.
We do not have a new president yet.
We have no decision.
But I'm on watch.
Teddy on watch. We should do a Teddy countdown. You know how they do New Year's Eve and it's a countdown on the clock?
Yeah.
We should do a Teddy watch.
I think that made me feel better. I might know an end time of when this stomach feeling is going to go away.
Are we any closer to anything?
We are not. As it sits right now, if every state locks in where Associate Press has them put at, we do have a winner. But it is not certain yet because we have two states that are only at 67% counted for their ballots.
Okay, I just brought up the map. I got my...
And you know what's really interesting about this is they're independents. So we have no idea which way you guys are thinking because you're independent. So again, as part of this whole marketplace, the business on Main Street with Russ, it's a different mindset of a different generation. So I'm excited for all that you guys are bringing forward.
Okay, I can tell you the latest.
I can tell
you what the problem is.
As the world churns, as my stomach churns, it's
You
going to
got
be a new
Michigan and Wisconsin and Nevada are going blue.
In
as
the
we
lead
stand
right
now.
now. Yeah.
And that will be enough to take Biden over the top.
Yes.
But they're only 67%, she said.
They are at
Nevada is at 64, I believe.
Yeah. Michigan is at 96%. And we got, this is like, I should put it on there. Ooh.
Yeah, but it's updating.
Holy smokes.
I think Michigan is almost there in the 80s, I believe. I might be wrong.
No, Michigan is 96%.
Oh, okay.
And I'm trying to get the other one. What is the other one? Wisconsin is at 95%, and Biden is winning there by less than 20,000 votes. So that's going to take a year.
Pretty much.
And Nevada.
No more hanging chads.
Nevada, holy smokes, he caught up in Nevada.
Yeah.
He is down by 8,000 votes with 67% of the vote. But I don't think Nevada is going to make a difference.
I was going to say, but Biden's leading in Nevada, right?
Biden is leading in Nevada. Yeah. Georgia is reporting 95% of the vote, and Trump is ahead, and he's ahead by a lot. So I think he's going to take Georgia and North Carolina.
And I believe Pennsylvania is still in the 60s too, because they just started counting their mail-in ballots this morning.
Pennsylvania is at 64%, and it looks like Trump has so it looks like Trump is going to take 3 of the 4 of the 6. Now, if we add these up, we find out who the winner is. I'm making a prediction. It's going to be 269 versus 269, and it's going to have to go to the House to win.
If it locks in the exact way they are right now, Biden will have exactly 270.
Wow.
If it stays?
Yeah, if every state that's blue and red right now locked down, Biden will have exactly 270.
Wow. It's like if we're putting a piece together for tomorrow.
Most definitely, because
I get
they should have just chose you. It would have been a landslide for them.
You know, I would have made it easy.
They
for
chose
everybody.
Kanye at least. But
There
they
were
chose- yeah.
at least 1,100 people in
people chose
Mississippi that
Kanye.
voted for Kanye.
Kanye.
1,100.
Yeah.
1,100 people.
That could have been the difference.
Over 1 million people of all the elections to vote third party. Over 1 million people have voted for a third party candidate.
Yeah, most
Do
definitely.
we have any
third or
idea what
fourth.
the total number of votes are, accumulation?
I can calculate and give it to you after the
66 or
break.
7, it's like 150 million?
We've already broken records.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a commercial break. We're going to come back with that information. We've got Tony McKenzie joining us, and we have Cordelia Gapare, otherwise we call her Cody, National Diversity Award winner for the Sea Lash. So this is spectacular. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Healing Moments offers full spectrum infrared sauna. It delivers near, mid, and far wavelengths that affect the body at different depths. The healing part of this is the detoxification that occurs from producing the rise in core temperature and sweat at the cellular level where most of our toxins exist. The fat cells open and dump cadmium, lead, chlorine, fluoride, and medications, allowing us to sweat them out. Today, our bodies are on toxic overload and need to detox to function properly and stay healthy. There are other benefits as well. The sauna is loaded with clinical programs backed by clinical studies. Programs such as relaxation, anti-aging, which is cell regenerating, weight loss. Studies show you can lose up to 600 calories in a weight loss protocol. Pain relief, which is good for fibromyalgia, stenosis, arthritis, and muscle injury. Heart health. Studies show it may lower blood pressure. And cell health or immunity. The sauna also delivers chromotherapy. Different light frequencies affect the body for different conditions. The soothing music is also meditative. Combining other services, such as ionic foot baths and Beamer physical vascular therapy, complement and enhance the benefits greatly. Come enjoy your healing moment sauna session.
AskDearAbby.com. Dear Abby is a life coaching company that was founded by Abby Awotasu. At Dear Abby, we believe in empowering single women and men to unapologetically own their identities and grow in self-love. We know that before you find true, meaningful, lasting love, you must first love and fully embrace your unique self, flaws and all. Contact us today at AskDearAbby.com for your personalized coaching session that will get you on the path to ultimately finding your soulmate. And follow Dear Abby on social media at Ask Dear Abby on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Café Show and a wonderful Wednesday, getting ready for our Transatlantic Media segment. Every Wednesday at 1 o'clock, the Brooklyn Café goes to Europe, and Europe comes to us, which is pretty cool.
Very cool. And who do you got on
Today we've got our Transatlantic Media correspondent, Tony McKenzie, joining us. And Tony, I have to order your new book, and she has a guest that she's bringing with her. I'm going to call her Cody and let Tony do the introduction. So let's bring over the ladies from over the pond. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're just on a delay. You go in and out. Good afternoon, ladies. How's everything?
Everything is amazing. Everything is fine. Thank you for inviting me.
Tony, are you there as well? I don't hear Tony. I do hear Cody, though.
Tony, turn up your volume.
I can't hear Tony either.
Let's try it again.
All right, Tony, we're going to have you log out and log back in. And while we do that, we're going to talk to Cody. Can we call you Cody? How do we pronounce your name?
Yeah, I prefer Cody. I only get called Cordelia when I'm in trouble, so.
Your story is inspiring, so tell us a little bit about you while Tony logs back in.
Yeah, so I was born in Zimbabwe, Southern Africa, in the 70s, and I came to the UK in 2004. And when I came here, so when I was a child, I always wanted to be a lawyer, but I wasn't a very bright kid when I was growing up. So I knew that chances of me becoming a lawyer were very slim. But when I came over here, I decided to go back to school in order to be able to go and realize my dream of becoming a lawyer. So then I did some we call them MVQs here. It's like a correspondence course that you do, and it allowed me enough points to get into university. And I applied to go to uni. And on the day that I was supposed to have my final interview, I also had a meeting with my doctor because I had found a lump in my breast, and when I went to the hospital, they decided to do a biopsy. So on the 11th of August, they then invited me back for the results of the biopsy. Now, at that time, I was only 36, and I was convinced that I could get cancer. So because I was so sure it couldn't be cancer, I didn't tell anybody I was going for a doctor's appointment. I didn't cancel my interview later on in the day at the university at 6 o'clock, and I just walked in. I sat down, and when the doctor told me that I had cancer, it was so unexpected. So I didn't know how to react. So instead of sitting and sort of like going through my treatment plan with the doctor and stuff, I just ran out of the doctor's office and I went to Manchester for my interview. And people behave differently when they just find out that they've had a cancer diagnosis. But that was my reaction. I didn't think that I needed to go and cry on somebody's shoulder or process this whole thing. I just thought I need to go for an interview, and I did. And I went for the interview. It would have been like a normal day, apart from, well, as normal as you get, apart from the fact that one of the questions that they ask you, which is a generic question, was, is there anything that can affect your study at the college? Now, I had to stop and say to them, well, I've just been diagnosed with breast cancer this afternoon. And the lady was telling me, said, so why did you turn up? And I said to her, I have wanted to be a lawyer for such a long time, and I've worked for years to get to this point today. And even though today I've received news that could hopefully derail my dream, I don't want cancer to be the story of my life, because cancer is only ever going to be a chapter in my life. So this is what's going to define me, not cancer. So I would like to still go ahead and follow my dream.
And I want to bring Tony into the conversation. Tony, I think I'm getting a little bit of feedback off your computer sound, so I may need to lower that a little bit. How did you meet Cody?
Right, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Oh, good,
yeah.
great. I met Cody through the Creative Connections in Cheshire networking group, which is run by Sue, who was on the show last week. I met at one of the events and then met her several times after that and got to know her better.
And what about Cody's story was inspiring enough to you to bring her on our show?
Oh, absolutely. She's such an inspiring woman. I mean, I know she was just telling you what happened about how she went along to the interview for the law firm. People would strong enough to do that. to then go forward, use that very chemo herself.
Her audio is really low, right?
Of the eyelashes for chemo patients. Did
We're
you
just
say
trying to
something
check
about
your audio. Can we turn her audio up on the board maybe? She's all the way up. Maybe you can get closer to your computer, Tony.
Yeah, I was about the same distance last time.
Oh, that's better.
Much better.
Is it? Oh, good.
Yep.
Right.
And I find don't put those in because that'll turn you off.
Right. Okay.
It's technical difficulties over the pond, I know. But no, it's everywhere. It's just the internet is what it is.
Yeah, we had problems last time, didn't we? And yet I was plugged into Ethernet.
No, this is perfect. As long as you're close to the computer.
Okay.
And you found Cody's story and totally compelling. You are a National Diversity winner for these eyelashes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I call myself an accidental entrepreneur because I never set out to start a business. I'd never run a business before Sea Light. I'd never even been a manager in that I'd worked. So when I started losing my hair, I kind of expected my hair to fall out. But what people didn't actually tell me was it's not just the hair on your head that falls out, it's every part of your hair that falls out.
Right.
So the hair on my head was easy to take, but it was the eyebrows and the eyelashes that really threw me because I wasn't mentally prepared to lose them. So my focus then, I started this thing called Lipstick and Heels where I just wanted to look like myself. You know, it's like the more I kind of tried to do my makeup and my lipstick and dress really well, the better I found I felt even internally. So it became such a focus that when my lashes went, all I wanted was to wear false eyelashes to hide the fact that I didn't have lashes anymore. But what I found was false eyelashes actually risk on your natural lashes. So when you don't have anything that acts as a ledge for the false eyelashes, they then don't stay in place and it's really, really hard to wear them. So that's when I just started playing around with false eyelashes, trying to make something that works.
And now
that's
these
how Sea Light
lashes, they stick with adhesive, right, ladies? You don't need I guess the glue is secondary.
The glue, it comes with glue, so I've got a packet here, and it comes with glue inside, but the glue is just if you want to wear them again and again, because you can wear them a few times, but they've got a thicker band that is sort of like transparent that sticks onto your eyelids, so it makes the lash more stable and it makes it stay in place all day.
And what year did you create these?
I started, this journey started in 2015. There was a lot because, you know, it's like I said, I didn't know, most of the time I didn't know what I was doing. I made every single mistake in the book. So it took me almost 3 years to actually finally come up with the final product that is Sea Light. And then it took until last year. By this time I had collaborated with ILO, and it took until last year to finally get the product onto the market.
And how is the business going now?
We're doing really well. We've won, we just won because last year we won about 4 awards in the UK, and we launched in the US in Walgreens. And last month we got the ILO Award, Breakthrough Award, and we were on Today's Show in the US. And we've launched in Australia, and we're looking to launch in Denmark, Sweden, and Norway next week, and maybe France before Christmas.
So you can get them in Walgreens here in the United States.
You can pick them up.
Walgreens online.
That's amazing.
Walgreens here.
Walgreens here. She's been on the Today Show. They're an international brand. That is spectacular.
Yeah.
And I
So
want to push it out more because we do so much. We're in Boca Raton, so we're in South Florida, And so much of what we've done, and Tracy shared this with her and her doctors and people that have gone through breast cancer, and Jay's wife, and
The book.
and the book we interviewed an author who wrote a book on it. It's called Warrior: Cancer Survivor's Story, and so much on breast cancer prevention. But people talk about beauty and putting your implants in and what it feels like to get your femininity back in a shirt and a blouse. But no one has ever talked about the eyelash side of it. So that's pretty remarkable of what you've created. What's the price point on them?
So in Walgreens, I'm sure there's £7, £7.99. I'm not sure. Sorry. Here in the UK, they're £5.99. So in the UK, you can find them in Boots or in falseeyelash.co.uk.
So they're $5.99. What's the conversion? Do you know? Pounds to US, but it's still a decent. It's not expensive.
The $10.
About $7 in Walgreens.
And how are they a one-time use, or can you use them over and over?
You can use them again because there's a glue that comes with them. So they're self-adhesive. So we understand that when people are going through cancer, they lose sensation in their fingers. So the backing that is on the self-adhesive pack, we actually left a little bit of a ledge so it would be easier for somebody to kind of unstick it and glue them onto your lash. And then we assume that anybody is going to use this lash because some people don't ever wear false lashes until they lose their lashes. So we kind of assume that the person who's buying this lash has never worn lashes before. So even the instructions are so comprehensive that anybody can just buy them and wear them the first time. They're easier to find your lash line. They're easier to stay in place. I have sort of like tested them. I've worn them for about 24 hours straight, just so that I could see how, and they just stayed in place. They didn't move.
It's amazing. And Tony, as business goes, she said she made every mistake wrong you could do. Everything went wrong. And you work with so many businesses and ladies. What's your take on this?
Well, that's great, isn't it? That's the answer. Keep going, don't give up. And that's what Cody's done. And now she's already transatlantic and then going worldwide, Australia, Europe. It's amazing. So, it's on that first wall. Just don't get up again. That's it. But she's one strong woman. And Cody's got an amazing sense of humor and so many different events. It always makes me chuckle.
It's really amazing. We have a show and a client that we work with, Ask Dear Abby. She may be from Zimbabwe, and she now lives in Houston. So she's from Nigeria. Huge following, and she's now in Houston, and she's a love, money, relationship coach. But you realize the diversity, but we still go through the same thing no matter what continent, what country you live in.
Absolutely. Like I say, I met Tony through Sue, who then introduced me to. I mean, we've got this large group of women. When I first started, like I said, I didn't know anything about business, and it's these women who have sort of like been my buffer, and they have just been shields in the wind for me because what I can't get, I'll go and get for free from these women, like in terms of knowledge. In terms of advice or anything like that, they're always a phone call away, and it's just amazing.
Well, I'm going to have to go to Walgreens and buy a pair and bring them on set because I want people to learn about
Is there Walgreens? I'm thinking.
There's a Walgreens right on St. Andrews. Yeah, there's Walgreens everywhere. There's a Walgreens near your house. There's one on Military.
Walgreens, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But
at the moment, you can only get them online, so you might have to order them online.
Okay.
We're trying to get them back in store, but then I think at the moment they are available online only. Don't quote me on that, but then a few times we've gone in store, they've not been able to get them, but then they can get them online.
I definitely want to bring awareness to it because it's so important, and it's important to give women another option, whether you're going through treatment, you're after treatment, to say, you know what? I can still be me and look like me and how I want to feel, and eyelashes now are an option, something else.
Yeah, and something actually amazing happened when I was doing my market research, which at the time I didn't know it was market research because how could I? I'd never run a business before. all I did was concentrate on women who were going through cancer. But then we found out there was a large group of women who needed, and men who needed these lashes. And there were people who were going through who suffered from alopecia. And some of them had not worn lashes for years because obviously with cancer, your lashes will come back. But with alopecia, it's just something that you have to live with for a long time in your life. And we've got quite a big sort of like chunk of our customers who are actually alopecia sufferers.
Well, you are all over the internet. You're in Allure magazine as well.
I was in the Allure magazine, yes. I did an interview earlier on last month.
Allure magazine, the Today Show, and now the Brooklyn Cafe Show. How cool is that?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Wow, that is spectacular. I'm going to order a pair because I definitely want to bring some more awareness to this and share it with people to say, you know, we've got some options and your story is incredible.
Yeah,
Thank you
and I think
so
it's
much. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
I think Cody mentioned a while ago that she used to wear all these amazing wigs and glamorous glittery outfits, and used to draw her eyebrows on lipstick on, but that was just that one thing she missed. Most women, a bit of mascara at least is important. Most women want to look their best. So it was so many women. It was just big women in general who are going for female boost.
Wow.
More like themselves. And you used to get people stopping you and asking for selfies, didn't you, when you went for female?
Yeah, I became a bit over the top. So on days when I was going for chemotherapy, I would dress deliberately over the top. I would be wearing sequins and feathers, and I'll be wearing like, you know, it's like purple wigs and pink wigs and stuff, because it's like I knew that after coming back from chemotherapy, I'll be in bed for a week. So for that time when I still could be feminine, I would be as feminine as I could. And yeah, the nurses would just like, I wonder what you're wearing this time.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you feel good about yourself, that's what's so amazing. And Tony, this is so much with your 7 steps to happiness.
Yeah, sorry, what did you say about the 7 steps, Dawn?
Feeling like yourself helps you, again, another step to being happy.
Yeah, absolutely. It all adds up, doesn't it? All the different things, the way you think, but also the way you look can certainly make a difference. So,
wow. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us.
Okay, my pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me.
More to come. It's a pleasure. Congratulations again.
Nice job.
What a great product.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, everyone. Stay safe.
Bye now.
Pretty cool.
Very good.
Allure magazine, the Today Show, Walgreens online.
It's a useful little piece of
things that you don't even think about, right? Things you take for granted
Again,
in life.
back to the small things are big.
The small things, right? False eyelashes, where they can make you glamorous, but they can just give you a sense of being who you are and
Makes
getting
you
back
feel
out in the world.
a little normal.
Right? I know. The little things do matter. All right, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, wrap up our Wednesday wind down. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting Café to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800. Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke? If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation, staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
AMP2 TV and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They have been working around the clock, non-stop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2 TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. You're funny.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Café Show.
You funny.
I checked it out. I went on to Walgreens.com. They are not available in stores. iLure, $7.99.
So how do you order it?
You can order them online. They ship to your house. Free shipping for $35 or more if you need to make a Walgreens.com order. But it's iLure from Cody Kapari, and she is from Africa. $7.99. And you know what? A little bit goes a long way.
So you cannot pick them up physically in the store. You have to order them on Walgreens.com. Is that what it is?
Walgreens.com. And there's a lot of other places. But Allure Magazine, The Today Show, out of just people wanting to do things. Necessity is the father of invention. Is that what they say?
Okay.
Have you ever heard that?
Yes. But I don't think it's the father. Maybe
Mother?
it is.
Maybe it's
Uncle.
the mother of invention. Uncle, sister, brother. I don't even know.
Some family member.
But Teddy's having a nervous breakdown in the other room.
Why?
Over the election, Vinny says, get off your phone.
What election? The
The results. She's worried.
Anyway.
I don't think she voted independent. She is independent. I'm sure she picked one of the two parties.
Really? Well, that's worth
Slick, did you
investigating.
pick one of the two major parties when you voted, or did you go independent?
I voted for Freddie. You really had a nice
Now I got two
You
votes.
had a nice pitch to everything, and both parties. I can find faults with both parties, but I voted for Freddie.
I'm all in.
It's funny. My son in Tampa, I asked him if you voted, not who you voted for. Did you vote? And he's giving me the 360. Why are you asking me? Why do you want to know? What's the problem? What is it with you people?
I can see why. Because a lot of people nowadays are like, they're broadcasting their vote now. Not saying I really did vote for you, but a lot of people are broadcasting their
Ouch.
But
Ouch.
a lot of people nowadays are like, they are broadcasting their votes as like, voting is confidential. To be honest with you, why do you need to know?
But all I wanted to know was if he voted, not who he voted for.
He probably heard. He probably was in situations where people were like, "Who did you vote for? Oh, you voted for that guy, such and such. Why did you vote for that guy?" And then you go into a whole argument for no reason about a person. Like literally, this election has brought divide between friends.
Well, my history has shown that if you vote for the guy that wins, and you say, they ask you, okay, who'd you vote for? You tell them politely, none of your business. It's my deal. Oh, so you voted for the loser. That's my history. Because if you win, you say, oh, I voted for the winner.
Right, they plump their plume feathers and they go, well, I did
I
this
voted
and
for the
that. I
winner.
know, it's just crazy.
And I tell him I didn't vote. So I think that Gio's telling me he didn't vote because he thinks I care who he voted for. I don't care. I really don't.
I know, I'm much happier
Probably
doing
don't.
what we do in our vacuum of our place here.
Do you care if you meet somebody who voted for the opposite guy that you voted for?
I don't care. It's just like I only care when this whole situation of like broadcasting your vote. It's your right to vote. but you don't have to pose your opinion and say I voted for such and such because he deserves another 4 years, or he deserves another
Teddy, I love
or
Teddy's outfit.
or he deserves another situation.
Or they shame you into who you voted.
Yeah, they basically rank you. They basically add a division for no reason. I don't know why. I never told my vote since I started voting, but this whole craze of like telling people.
How's the commercial?
Telling people who you voted for is weird to me.
And the one thing I hate about voting is that now they're going to call you for jury duty.
Yeah,
That's a given.
it's weird. It's all weird to me, to be honest with you.
I hate it. You get called in for jury duty every time I vote. I voted the last 8 years I voted, jury duty, jury duty. It's going to happen again. And with my luck, I'll pick up some kind of mass murderer and I'll be up there for like a year.
They won't let you on jury duty.
Yes, they will.
You're in the media business.
So
You've got
what?
a TV radio show.
And
They're not going to let you be on a jury. You are so not impartial.
I will be on there. I'll lie. I say, yes, I'm unemployed.
I own a TV production company. We produce shows from Roku to 3FMs and
I would
AM.
never say that.
No, I feel like you're gonna be like, what's the majority saying? Okay, so he's guilty. All right, I'll just get guilty since I'm trying to get out of here.
You know, it was be the opposite. I'm not going to do none of that. I'm
Oh,
going to
okay.
say, first of all, are they doing it in person, jury duty, or is it?
I don't know if it can't be virtual.
So it has
You
to
know
be
that show Bull?
Yes, I love both.
How do they get some people in red and some people? Have you guys ever seen it? How do they read the jury? Are there glasses?
It's the logarithms.
Of what though?
They take Slick and they give him a logarithm of the way he answers and breathes and what have you.
I think it's how they breathe. I think if they blink their eyes, I mean, because
If
right?
they give you the Pierre stare, they're red. That's what it is.
I always
saw it
wonder how
last
they
night,
do
Bull?
that. It was last night or last week. I don't know what's
Last
in what's
night.
in reruns.
I refused to watch this political mess last night. So I put on Bull. And I kept looking at my phone. So I said, this is silly. Just put the stupid thing on. Now I look at the phone. I don't even want to look at it anymore.
I actually watched
It's
the second
turning
episode
again.
of that show that Slick and I are watching, Undoing.
I saw it.
I'm so pissed. You did?
Yes, I
It's
saw
amazing,
it. But
isn't
no, there was no elevated kissing.
Yes, there was. You missed. See, you
I
didn't watch
missed
the
it.
right one.
I am so
Then you didn't
upset.
see. You got to go back on HBO
You gotta
and
go
watch
back
it.
and watch
How do I
it.
go back on HBO?
Say
Just-
HBO or say The Unfolding.
Yeah,
And
just
it'll
go
pop
on
up.
on
The
demand.
Undoing?
The Undoing.
You can just talk into your remote control
Yeah,
now.
The
You don't know
Undoing,
the name of the stupid
Unfolding.
show.
No, because I have it on my notes. So once I
Why, you're going to lose that too?
No,
you
I
lost the
never,
note on the
no,
way
never,
out.
never. Especially
I
for a
gotta
show
tell
like
you,
that. No,
you know, some of my predictions, Chuck looks at me, he goes, how'd you know? I
It was
said,
the father.
because I know my
it
business.
was it was
What
the
business
husband.
would that
I know
be?
people.
The husband was
I'm in the
creepy.
people business.
He was. He really was.
You're in the people business.
I'm in the people business. I know people.
Have you ever been to jury duty?
Yes.
Did you get picked?
No.
You never got picked?
No.
How'd you get out?
I don't remember. You know what? I think I never even got to that point. I think something happened. They had enough people, and then I left.
Ever been to jury duty? Never been called?
I got called once when I was in school.
Oh, so you couldn't go. Ever been picked? Ever been to jury duty?
No.
I got picked to jury duty. I
And?
stood up and I said, guilty! And the judge said, excuse me? We haven't even started. I said, yes, I have fits. I have fits.
Amy's got a lot of people. Those are some cool pink boots she's got on, though.
There's a lot of people in the pink room.
Yeah.
We should call that the pink room. Forget the green room. We got
Most
the pink room
definitely.
going. So what are the girls working on in the other room, Teddy?
They're working on our commercial for the Liquors.
How's that going?
It's going really good. It's going to be really interesting when it comes out. I'm excited about it. And it was a really cool little shop when we went.
So last night the girls recorded Kids in Capes because Friday is Brielle's birthday, so she's going out for dinner with some friends to the Melting Pot, which is pretty cool and fun
Is it
for that.
open?
Well, apparently it's open, so she's taking some friends out. So they sat here and to watch these little girls grow up and the hair flipping. Well, I don't ever hear what the lobs sound like when I'm flipping my hair. My necklaces hit it, but I
Now
got a
you
good
know.
dose of it yesterday. And I'm like, oh my God, the mics, the lob, the hair.
Now you know I'm so annoying with lob placement. I'm like, no, don't put it there. No, put it more down. Now you know.
And the more Brielle went like this to fluff her hair, then it would hit it. And then she's like, oh, boom. Sorry, Vinny, I won't do it. And she hits her chest and the lob pops. And I'm thinking, It is what it is.
That was all last night?
That was all last night. And by the time we left last night, it was dark out. We were here for a long time
I'm
recording
going
that.
to show you recording 101. Just let it run, sit here, and fix whatever.
So we'll have a nice bloopers reel, which is kind of funny. I sent it to Val, so we'll see what Val's going to do with it. She's gonna
Val
have to really
volunteered
listen.
to do it before we recorded. She was like, when they do Kids and Capes, I want to record it. I want to edit it. I was like, okay. Got what you asked for.
You need it by tomorrow. Good luck with that.
And she, so she's going to work on that. That airs tomorrow. And then actually what they're really looking to do, if anyone, you don't realize what people really rely on resources in our community. There are no diaper banks anymore in West Palm Beach. There was, it wasn't Planned Parenthood, but Mothers and Babies had an office in West Palm Beach for a diaper bank for people that can't afford diapers because they are very expensive. The 4 organizations that donated to Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies are no longer donating. So people who can't afford diapers cannot get diapers from this diaper bank. So they're looking for diapers. Anyone wants to, like a diaper drive, things that sound so simple. And back to what Chef Mark was asking for yesterday, turkeys. So they usually feed 300 families through some of these organizations that they're working with, and we have 2 organizations coming on tomorrow. They're looking for turkeys, so a turkey drive. People, all these 501c3s, they're holding on to their money. People are holding on, and I get it, but there are people that are hungry and mothers that need diapers.
Did you see Jordana Foster's show last night?
Mm-hmm.
Is that who you're talking about, the turkey drive people?
No, but Amy is looking to do a turkey drive. And
but these people have a turkey drive, and they've been doing it for years, and they got like all these public bags and stuff.
So that is what they're looking to do in our community in West Palm Beach. You know, Boca is Boca. It just is a microcosm unto itself. But a lot of other parts of Palm Beach County don't have certain needs.
Does anybody know if turkeys this year are even going to be available because of the virus? Did that whole
They should be.
I don't know why they wouldn't be.
Yeah, they should be.
Well, because everything is short. Toilet paper is short, hand sanitizer, everything is.
I think everything is back in production. I think
Yeah.
the turkeys, there are
The
turkeys.
turkey should be good, yeah.
Now, does everybody here eat turkey?
No.
No.
No wonder why
You
there's
don't eat turkey,
vicious.
Slick?
They're vicious animals, like.
No,
to
Slick, I'm not
begin with.
asking
Slick, you don't
I'm
eat
not
turkey?
asking
No,
you
I
to
don't.
capture
They're like
one.
it's
You
like
eat meat?
I do
You
eat
eat
meat.
chicken wings?
I do. I eat chicken, and I eat what is it?
You eat burgers, you eat everything.
I eat burgers, but
He just don't
turkeys
like
are
the
very
attitude of a turkey.
jive. But I don't like the attitude of a turkey. When it's alive, I don't like
You
it
don't
at
even know
all.
who
You
the
don't wanna
turkey
ingest
is.
their
Dry. I
vibes.
don't. I really don't.
But
like,
you don't
okay,
know him.
so quick turkey story. It was 3 turkeys crossing a road, literally crossing a road, and they had a satellite turkey, like basically guarding the other 2 turkeys. Turkeys are vicious animals. You know that?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and they're the state bird of Massachusetts, and these things are like, they will poke your car. So I really never ingested a turkey, unless I'll say my aunt makes them, and she cuts up the turkey like.
Do you eat turkey or not?
No. I would prefer it to eat it. No.
Do you eat turkey?
Yeah, I eat a lot of turkey.
Do you eat the white meat or the dark meat?
The white.
When I used to eat meat, I only ate the dark meat. My dad and I would fight over all the dark meat.
I eat everything.
Are you like my grandma? My grandma would call us before Thanksgiving and be like, make sure you save me the neck. We're like, no one's fighting you for
My
it.
mother would fight her for the neck for sure.
She was literally like, she thought between me, my sister, my mom, and my dad, that one of us was going to fight her for the neck. I'm like,
Come on,
no one
here's the
wants
bag
it.
of the stuff that comes out.
Yeah.
There's the neck,
The
the
gizzards?
gizzards,
That's
the
exactly what we
liver.
do.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever eat gizzards?
My mother does.
Hard pass.
My mother would fry it up separate and eat it.
Gizzards are delicious.
I bet, but hard pass.
You
I
would
like,
too.
like,
She'd
chopped
fry
liver.
it, put in onions and a hard-boiled egg, and make chopped liver with it.
I don't know anything about that, but I know my mother used to make this thing with gizzards. It was delicious.
How'd you make it?
I have no idea. I just ate it.
But it tastes like chopped liver. You don't eat that.
No.
Chopped liver is delicious.
I love liver. I love liverwurst. Is that liver? Liverwurst?
Liverwurst? Yeah,
I don't know what liverwurst is made from.
I think
Is that
it is
real
liver. But it's made some, yeah.
Have you ever had liverwurst? It's like round. It comes. You take
With
the little
ketchup?
thing off. No, you put it on a cracker. No mayo.
No,
mayo.
no.
Put a little mayo on the cracker. You put a piece of liverwurst and a piece of
Mayo.
cheese.
You
I'm not
peel the
surprised
outside. I
about the
remember
mayo.
that.
You peel the outside. And I didn't even knew that a turkey had dark meat, light meat. This is like a phenomenon for me.
Same
In my
thing with
house,
chicken.
we ate the whole damn thing. We didn't care what color the meat was.
Yeah, chicken the same way, dark and light.
I ain't got no chance. I'm gonna eat it. It's on the table. It's 86, then done.
Do vegan turkey. A vegan Thanksgiving.
The hell's a vegan turkey?
Tofu.
A faux turkey.
Yeah, faux
Tofu.
turkey.
Yeah,
tofu.
that's where I'm gonna bite a big bowl of tofu. No.
Did you ever have to do? My family did this one year. We did the turducken, and it was the most terrifying thing I'd ever seen. It's what is it? It's a duck put inside. What is it? Something put inside a turkey.
Yeah.
And a duck put inside a chicken put inside a turkey, and it was so horrifying. It was
A
like
duck put
Frankenstein's
inside a
monster.
chicken,
What do you
put
mean
inside
they
a
cook it all
turkey?
together?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how they do it. We bought it from a restaurant one year, and
A
it's like
duck,
3 birds
a
inside each other.
Duck, chicken, and turkey.
It
And
was.
it came in. Did you get? They gave you the birds.
Yeah, they came all together, like one inside another.
It's like the the Russian egg boxes, and you open
Yeah.
up a big box, and there's
You get a
another
small
one, and then
egg.
so
Yeah.
here, open up the turkey, and there's a
egg.
chicken. Inside the chicken is a duck.
We did it one year, and my mom called it Frankenstein's bird, and we never did it again.
Oh
That
my!
sounds horrible.
I feel like Janice
my dad
from
really liked
Friends.
it.
Oh my God, that's gross.
What's wrong with you? what is it with you people today? This election got you guys over the edge. Now, what
That's
happens if
insane.
somebody doesn't eat turkey in my house? My mother used to make a ham. So my son Freddie loves ham on Thanksgiving because of my mother
That's good.
teaching him how to buy ham.
Do you eat ham, Slick?
No, I mostly stick to the pasta on turkey. So potato salad, pasta. I'm like the one that
So
like
you don't have any
cleans
meat?
out
Just
the
the
pasta.
sides.
Yeah.
You don't have any meat?
I do have meat. If it's chicken, fish, fried fish, the carrot or what is it? Haitians make fried fish on
So we're
Thanksgiving.
gonna do a side
So-
Thanksgiving.
So I
Sides are always
legit-
the best, though.
Most definitely.
Now I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah.
Linda buys on Friday sometimes on the way home different type of Haitian meal. I think it's Haitian. Or is it Jamaican? It's one or the other. It's very spicy.
What's it?
It's rice with peas.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of food is that? Is that Haitian or is
Yeah,
that Jamaican?
it's Caribbean, but I can't say it's Haitian because like Dominicans have a style of making the same thing.
No, this ain't
Caribbeans have the
Dominican.
same style of making food. They just like depending on what island you're on, they put a different zest to it.
It could be
So,
Jamaican. Coconut
Yeah, it could
soup.
be it can be Jamaican.
They got coconut soup. They got
Yeah.
things of that. Is that
Cause we have like for Haitians, we have like a soup that we always drink every New Year's.
what's it called?
Soup jumu.
So June.
Jumu. It has yam. I think what
It
is
has a yam in it?
It has yam. It has spaghetti. It has everything, and it's like a
It
a
has
gumbo
spaghetti
of
in
a
your
soup.
You're gonna make it for us
It's
on
like
New
a
Year's?
gumbo soup. Yeah, like if I what is it? I can't make it. If I do have like my aunt to make it, I can bring it in for you guys so you can try
We
it.
should try it.
It's a good soup.
That sounds good.
You
Yeah.
guys ever had gumbo? Is it gumbo?
It's like a gumbo type style soup, but it's amazing though. Like we have it every New Year's.
When they squash the plantains, what do they call that?
Banan.
Isn't that gumbo?
No, they call it banan. When we squash plantains, we call it banan.
And they put the garlic in it?
Or we don't put garlic in it. We just fry it. Either fry it or, yeah, either fry it. Yeah, mostly fry it.
You're making me hungry. I'm thinking, what do I have in the back? I've got beans and kale, I think.
That's it. You're a cow. You're going to eat cows. You're
telling
going to
you,
eat beans and
'cause
kale.
that place
That's such
in
a
El Ataquito,
wonderful
they have
thing.
nice
I can
plantains.
hardly wait till you eat the kale and the beans.
And I think I got a turkey wrap, so.
Yeah. It's like when Teddy sometimes she's eating peppers.
I had peppers today.
Ugh.
I can't eat them in the same room with you anymore because you make fun of me for it.
I start to
I love
cry.
peppers.
I run to cry in the other room.
I don't like the green. I love the red and the yellow one.
okay.
Yep, and the orange.
Yep.
They're so good.
Gotta go.
And they can make the little bag. You know, they have the bags with the little ones in
That's
it.
what I get. I chop those up and I just throw them in a bag with some cucumbers.
Yep.
Cucumbers with peppers?
Yeah,
Well,
it's just raw
I don't.
veggies.
That's
Yeah,
the two
'cause-
things in life I can't
and you put a
stand
little bit of
cucumbers.
salt and you shake the bag. It's really good.
You don't eat cucumbers either?
When you go to England, the UK, and they give you crumpets, tea and crumpets, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It's a cucumber sandwich.
No, crumpet is a pastry.
No, it was a cucumber sandwich. They had a piece of white bread cut into a triangle, and they had a cucumber on
I
it.
did bring that for lunch one day, and Don looked at me and goes, "Wow, that is the most Boca thing I've ever seen."
When I was in England, they brought
And you said
me
it was really good, though.
It was white bread, mayonnaise, and cucumbers. Can't be
But
bad.
I can't believe that was on your plan.
Yeah.
That's the amazing thing to me.
They
That
do
was
that
on
in
your
There was a
England.
lot of
plan.
mayonnaise on my plan.
So they do that. They put tuna fish and they put another green thing, I think a squash, on a piece of bread, and they give you a vat of tea. So the girl I came on says, "Come here, honey." I said, "What is this?" "Well, you wanted traditional this way." I says, "You got to get this out of here and get me a cheeseburger for this tea." She says, "Oh no, we don't do that at tea time. You know, tea time, and they shut everything down at tea time. And you take a nap for an hour."
That was
It's
us
like
yesterday
siesta.
after lunch here.
No, I mean, I can't eat cucumber on a piece of bread. That's like sacrilegious.
But the amazing thing is you're working with a nutritionist, and he lets you have white bread and mayonnaise, which is mind-boggling to me, but it's so cool.
There was days when I was having like pasta. He called it like a Mexican pasta salad. I was getting, what was another one? Pizza. There's really cool cheesy skillet pizza. That was really great. I want to bring him on the show once he like slows down a bit. But it was this food that I was like, wow, I never thought I was eating quesadillas. I was eating really good food and really filling food.
And you lost 10 pounds.
Yeah, and I never had a craving because I got to like during the day I was like, oh, I have to eat like vegetables all day, and then I got home and I got to eat like a super cheesy, greasy pizza, and it was fine.
That's amazing.
He's great.
That is really cool. I'm gonna maybe call him.
I can't eat stuff like that. I mean, I could take broccoli and put some garlic in it and then a little cheese on and go that way, but other than that,
No cucumbers. You don't do the raw thing.
no. And the raw onions, I can't stand raw onions.
My mother will eat raw onions. She will take an onion and bite into it. I can't do it, but she can. That is
Wow.
her favorite thing is red onions.
Is your mother from New York?
Yeah.
And
She's
Bubby
from-
too?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bubs and my mom
From New York.
probably right there together. My dad can eat a plate of raw onions. Nope,
Oh,
can't even
stop,
do it.
stop,
But I
stop,
think it must be like something in New York. I don't know.
My dad makes fun of me because him and I will eat bagels and lox, and we just like eat that. We don't have anything on it, and my mom will have 4 layers of onions and chives and everything on it. We're
Chives,
like,
that's another thing.
okay, I don't like chives.
What about capers?
Oh my God, no! Stop! I'm sweating.
Is
here.
that what I'm thinking of?
Capers.
Is capers the little balls? That's what I'm
It's a
thinking.
flower,
capers.
actually.
How old
Is
are
it
you?
really?
It's a flower. A caper is a
don't
flower.
like
It's the head of
those.
a flower.
It is? What's it like to feed you?
Don't ever give me a caper because I will ex-nay on the.
Or
Mhm.
chives.
That's why you're good
Chives,
on
I don't know.
cheeseburgers. You're good, like hamburgers,
stop,
cheeseburgers,
stop,
French
stop.
fries.
It's funny. I went to 3G's and I had roast beef pastrami with salad, with the lettuce and tomato, and they bring you the Russian dressing. So Freddie from 3G's knows me, and he brings me mayo on the side. And there was this guy who says, "You put mayo on your?" I says, "Man, I put mayo on anything that don't sit still." And I flooded it, and then I put the Russian, and it was delicious. It was messy. Delicious. Thank you. Thank you, Vinny.
Those are the crickets in our brain, and that's what's going on. Amy's getting ready for her show. We've got The Art of Amy Reshevsky coming up at 2:30. How many guests do you have?
Definitely.
One guest? A guest and a guest.
Guess
A
with
guest
the
and a
guess.
guest. And I think Peggy from Special Spaces is going to come and meet you and see how you guys can work together with redoing some children's rooms. You've got some great kids paintings for kids that are recovering from cancer.
All right.
Again, back to the show from yesterday. You got to watch it, The Undoing. It's a little creepy,
Undoing.
but
yes.
I saw it. I didn't see nothing in the elevator. Sorry, hard pass.
you didn't see it
It's
then.
because you didn't see it. You
If
didn't
you
see
had
it.
seen
If I don't
it-
see
you,
that, I
you
don't
saw
want to
the
see
breasts. You didn't see the breasts.
Did you see the voluptuousness of her?
See, you didn't
I
see
see
it.
no
You didn't watch
voluptuous.
it.
I saw a Kidman that looks like a toothpick walking with boots.
No,
Yeah, it
she
would be
is
her.
not.
And I
She
didn't
is-
see nothing
no,
voluptuous
she's
about
gorgeous.
nothing.
Then you didn't see the whole show.
Kidman,
I looked.
the whole
I
story.
didn't see nothing. I was like
fell
this.
in love with
Nicole
it.
Kidman is quite tall with great boots and great
That's why I'm so
jackets
I think it was
in the show.
If I wanted
Stumbled.
to see clothing, I would have gone to Woolworths.
I'm not buying time.
Other than
It
that,
was God that made me like
Sure it
watch
was.
this
It was
because
God.
like all honesty, like I felt like I sat down on the remote and it went to HBO.
I'm going to tell all your
And it's
friends
just
that
a-
you watch that show.
It's an amazing show. I would recommend it for my friends to watch
He's
it.
killing me.
The first episode, like if they don't like it by the first episode, I'm sorry.
They got you hooked, is all I can
Mhm.
tell you. All right, everyone, tune in 2:30 for The Art of Amy Reshevsky. Let's talk art. She's going to be right here at Amp Media Production Studios. Have a great afternoon. Be safe. We'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
Sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all. Sweeping me away like an listen for a sound.